It's your girl KJ. How y'all doing? What y'all doing? Let's catch up. As y'all can see from the title of this video, we are back with another couch conversation. It's only me here, so we're gonna get a little more intimate and get a little closer. Okay? While we're on the topic of couch conversations, I know I didn't mention it last video and I slipped up and I said desk talk. So before I took my hiatus, I had introduced a new segment to the channel called Urban Desk Talks, where I came to the desk. I brought you some topics that was hot on social media, and you and I talked about it, or the gang got together, we talked about it. But as y'all can see, I'm in a new space. There are new things, new areas, and I don't necessarily have a desk in this area. So we're moving our desk talk to the couch. So again, welcome to KJ's Couch Conversations. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please like, comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, press that notification bell so you can get a notification every time I post. Anywho's, today, since it's almost Valentine's Day, I thought I'd bring a topic that I seen on Instagram. It wasn't really like a trending thing, but it was a video I seen. It piqued my interest, and I felt the need to give my opinion on it because this is my channel. I could give my opinion. Period.
I'm funny about that. No, I'm saying like, no, I'm being dead. Like, no, okay, whatever. I'm not trying to be ungrateful. I'm just letting you know that I care more about my birthday than somebody else's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, Christmas is Jesus' birthday. It's not my birthday. So, like, literally, you got me a Nike tech suit, some white Air Force Ones. I did need some t-shirts, but damn, man, that's like an everyday gift.
Complain about their birthday gift. So really, this gonna be the last year of me getting you.
Okay, it's not about the birthday gift. It's about the fact that I go all in on your birthday. You got Louis Vuitton, Birkin, Gucci, Balenciaga, all these things, designer things that I get you on your birthday. And then on my birthday, on my birthday. See, you're not learning anything from this. What I'm trying to teach you is like, babe, listen, babe, I love you for real, but I'm just letting you know that on your birthday, I always go in for you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so now the first thing that I recognized or picked up on in the video is that this gentleman behind the camera is, his love language is clearly gift giving, right? He likes nice things, whatever the case is, which is not a problem. Like if that's your love language, that's your love language. What makes my opinion like very iffy is the fact that we don't know if that's this girl's if that's the woman's receiving love language or giving love language as well, because the way he explains why he's upset, I number one think is wrong. The way he went about it, I don't think that his point came across to her, or even like she understood it, because it came in such a harsh and negative way. She wasn't able to assess what he was trying to say and all of that. What I will say is, I was trying to figure out when I originally watched the video who was wrong and who was right, but I think once I've watched it a bunch of times, neither one of them were right. I think the both of them were like trying to communicate in an effective way, which could ultimately stem from it being his fault. We don't know what the conversation was before the camera turned on. We don't know what the conversation was after the camera turned off. But if we're going just from when that clip started, he came very aggressive. So if she's meeting him at that tone, then, you know, I mean, she has that right. You bring it, I'm going to finish it, period.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
So I guess that's, you know, you could say that. But I don't know. I just pose like I always like to play devil's advocate. So I'm like, is he justified for feeling like his gifts were less than? And on one hand, I could say yes, because it's like he said, he's like, when it was your birthday, I went all out. You know, you got the moon, the stars, the Birkin, the whatever. But when it comes to me, like, I just get this Nike Tech these Fruit of the Looms, and some socks. Now, for me, I'm not a materialistic person. Like gift giving, I don't want to say gift giving is a love language for me because I'm not really big on gifts. I know that my receiving languages are acts of service and quality time. But the thing people don't understand with love languages are they can be interpreted in so many different ways, right? Because for me, if I say my love language is quality time, that just means like having you anywhere in my space makes me happy. You know, knowing that I could be in my bedroom folding laundry and you could be out in the living room watching TV or in the kitchen making you something to eat, but I know that you're there, that's quality time. Like for someone else, their love language being quality time could mean that they have to actively be doing something together. They have to be watching the movie together. They have to be cooking together, folding the laundry together. That kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many variations to each love language, and I think part of the problem is with our day and age. It's like, you know, social media has blown up this whole like love language thing on a generic scale. Everything can't be generalized, especially when it comes to people. Like everything is very complex. You have to have those person to person relationships, because the same way that I do quality time with my mom is not the same way I'm going to do quality time with my man. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like people gotta understand that it's levels to it. Like they be saying it's levels to it, it's levels to it. So I think that's where their disconnect comes in, because she saw that as like, maybe she thought that was a good gift because as his woman, if they live together and she sees like, oh, like the Nike Techs he has is old, or like she don't see him with any Nike Techs, she would like to see him in some. She knows that he needs new undershirts. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, those kind of gifts resonate with me, because as a person whose other love language is acts of service, you're taking the need off of me. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, I'm in the bathroom brushing my teeth or whatever. You come behind me, you see the toothpaste is almost up, and I don't have any more in the closet, and you buy me toothpaste as a gift, like whether it's Christmas, birthday, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter to me. Like just you know, buying, like you being like, oh, like I see that your toothpaste is almost out, like I bought you some more. Like that'll make my heart swell. Like I'm like, oh my God, like you pay attention to the little things. That's what that is. But if she's been with that man long enough to know that for his birthday he wants like extravagant, you gotta go all out, da 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 da, and she comes and brings him what she brought him, then I can understand him being upset, especially if he knows that she's into material things and he made it happen. So that was what I was getting from when I watched the video the first time. The second time I watched it though, it was like, okay, yes, he has a valid reason for being upset, but the way that he's going about it was wrong. Like his explanation as to why he didn't like his gift is what threw her off. Because instead of saying, I don't like my gift because it didn't feel like you put any thought into it, it didn't feel like you were buying a gift for your man or your loved one, it felt like you got a generic gift, then they can sit down and have a conversation. But him basing his gift off of what he got her is a problem, because I feel like if you're giving gifts from your heart for that specific person, you're doing that, like I said, out of the kindness of your heart. You're doing that because you love them, because you appreciate them, because you're trying to express the way they make you feel. Not because, oh, I'm gonna buy her a Birkin because when it's my bag, when it's my birthday, I want her to buy me a Rolex. If that's the reason why you giving gifts, if that's the reason why you doing anything, any exchange of affection or love or gratitude or appreciation, if you're doing that because that's what you're expecting back in return, you're gonna always be sad. You're gonna always be disappointed in that realm. I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like people get into relationships or try to find love in people so that they could make it transactional. So it's like, if I put this out and I give this to you, then I know I'm going to get this back. And as someone who used to expect, not even in like romantic relationships, just friendships, who used to expect stuff out of people, baby, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be so disappointed. And for me, it was more so like, it wasn't even like romantic things. Just like even in my platonic friendships, I used to be like, if I'm giving you loyalty, if I'm giving you honesty, if I give that shit back. Like, I always expected that. My mom like had to tell me time and time again, people are not you. They will never be you. They will never think like you. They will never walk like you. They will never talk like you. So if you're expecting people to think how you think, you're gonna be sad. You're gonna be very disappointed. You're gonna be sad, and that's how it's like, and that's how you kind of like let yourself down. It's how you kind of like lose yourself in a sense, because you're doing all of these things not because you just have the love to give, but because you're searching for something in return. I had to learn to be like, look, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I do. I'm gonna do this regardless of who you are. And you have to be strong enough to say like, okay, this person is not receiving what I'm giving out well, I'm going to take my services elsewhere. Because that's how we end up with people who are jaded and hurt, and they're like, wow, like, I will never love a man again, or I never love a girl again, or all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all, that's how people turn into people like that, because you've allowed these people to take and take and take and take and take, because you keep expecting things back in return. I think that's where their disconnect was in that video. It seemed very much like he was like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna, like, I just know my birthday is gonna be fire. Like, if that's the way that he went about that, like, if that's what his thought process was, then it's almost like he got what he deserved, because you weren't doing it for the right reason. Like, I'm just not that person. I don't know. I just felt passionate enough to talk about it because I know I'm not that person. I can see when someone else is doing that, or when that's how it's coming across, whether they know it or not. Because I'm a person that, even if I'm just giving you a birthday card, my family will tell you, I don't just be giving out them generic ass cards that be like, happy birthday, I hope all is well, moving on to the I will, unless you're like a coworker or something like that, or someone that I don't really have that personal or intimate relationship with. Like, if it's my family, I'll be standing right in the card aisle. I'll probably go through like 7 cards. I'll have 5 cards in my hand that I'm juggling, trying to figure out like which one really best suits them, because I want you to know that I'm not only thinking about you, obviously, because it's your birthday or whatever, or Christmas or whatever, but I want you to know that I did this for you, like nobody else. Like, you can't go to somebody else that I gave a card to and be like, oh, look, our cards are the same. They're not, because I gave a card to you and I gave a card to them specifically. Like, you're gonna know that this card came from Kashaya. This card made you laugh from Kashaya. This card made you cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the kind of person I am. I think it just strengthens the bond and the relationship that you have with someone. And even now, in the age of social media, my friend Maya, we are so in tune that way that, just the act of people sending you certain TikToks, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that means they understand who you are as a person. They understand what you stand for. They understand the message that you portray in your day-to-day life. And especially when they get it right, like, you feel seen, you feel heard, you feel loved. So yeah, I just wanted to come and talk about that so that I can give you guys a little insight, give y'all a little bit of my opinion on this whole love language situation, especially around this time, because y'all need to be having these things in the back of y'all mind. Like, this weekend, y'all gonna be going out, y'all gonna be at dinners, setting up the whole vibe, scene, buying gifts, all of that. And I need you to keep in mind that if you're doing something for your partner, you need to be doing it out of the goodness of your heart. Or if you're doing something for your friend, if you're having a Galentine's, because period, self-love is the best love. Just do it with good intentions. Do it with the energy of wanting to have a good time, wanting to genuinely enjoy that person, and not making it about social media or what you're expecting in return or whatever. Like, I think you have more of a good time when it's just genuinely happening, like when things are just genuinely flowing, things are just, you know, vibe, or whatever the kids say. So I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of tea on that. And y'all have a good weekend, have a good Valentine, be safe, use protection, or if you're trying to make a baby, don't use protection. Good luck, Godspeed, y'all be safe. Not me though. Thanks for having the conversation on the couch with me. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can get a notification for the next time I post. If you have not seen my previous videos thus far, you should go back and watch those. Give me any feedback. Y'all know feedback is always welcome on this channel about what you would like to see going forward for me and the YouTube crew. I may do a little Valentine's Day special. I don't know. I'll see y'all later. Loving every single thing you do. You know I'm loving every single thing you do. You know I'm loving every single thing you do.